What's going on, YouTube? Kamikaze Von Doom here with some breaking news regarding the Division 2. We have a new season tomorrow. We have a new Seasons 2.0 news, new seasonal characters, a new mastery difficulty. We have so much to talk about. We also have patch notes, we have a new trailer, and we have more. Now, all of this news and more is real. It's on my Twitter page. X if you nasty. So make sure to follow me over here at Kamikaze Von Doom for all of your Division news before I make a YouTube video. Now we are going to check out this entire article about Year 6, Season 1, named The First Rogue. But before we do that, let's watch the new trailer. Now, you know the YouTube spiel. Sit back, relax, grab that popcorn. Don't forget to hit that like. Subscribe if you haven't already. And let me know what you think in the comment section below. But here is the trailer for Year 6, Season 1, which comes out tomorrow.
What do you believe, Agent?
What's the truth?
That Lau was a traitor? That Kelso has betrayed you? And that I am your enemy?
A friend. An ally.
You want the truth, Agent?
Real, no more lies. You might not like the answers.
Come find me.
All Division 2 players can now reach level 40 to unlock endgame content. Update includes the Summit, Countdown, Paradise Lost Incursion, Seasonal Manhunt and Events, and earn exclusive weapons and gear.
I do like how they do their trailers. Now, here is the article for Year 6 First Rogue. Before we get into the patch notes, it says the line between light and dark, agent and rogue keeps blurring, as we learned that Keener was working with Fei Lau to undermine the Black Tusk and neutralize the Hunter threat during the Warlords of New York events. Keener is coming back to Washington, D.C., and he has sent us an invitation to parley. But first, we will need to pass his twisted trials to prove our worth. An alliance with Keener and his rogues could be the key to stopping Natalia Sokolova and the Black Tusk. But what will that cost? Can Keener be trusted, and is the enemy of our enemy our friend? So basically, this next season leading up to the entire revamp, because remember, this is the farewell to our Seasons 1.0, and it's going to be Keener Trials. So it's looking like we will have to complete these different trials to show Keener that we're worth teaming up with. And then the DLC is going to be us taking on Natalia with Keener. Interesting. Now, we already watched the trailer. Now, this is the big part that a lot of people were surprised about. So it says one in-game for all. Now, this starts tomorrow. It says with Year 6 Season 1 First Rogue, we are ending the split between Division 2 and Warlords of New York. All owners of Division 2 will be able to level up their character to level 40 without Warlords of New York. Players will be able to keep leveling their characters past 30 in the streets of DC, all the way up to level 40 without purchasing Warlords of New York. And it says that upon reaching level 40, the entire in-game will then be available, and that includes all of the seasons, the league events, the global events, the apparel events, the manhunts, the new manhunt, countdown, summit, and the new incursion. So basically everything besides Warlords of New York. Now, it also shows this is going to be our timeline for the manhunts. Now, they are not going to be manhunts. Remember, these are trials. So, we're going to first have the Alpha trial, Bravo trial, Charlie, Delta, and then we complete all the trials to get to Aaron Keener. Now, it also shows that we will have not only our new season pass, and we'll talk about the patch notes here in a second, but we will also have a new apparel event. So let's look at this. See if it'll actually... Oh, come on. I was just trying to get it to pop up, but whatevs. So we will have the Crossroads apparel event, and that will come out in June 25th. Now, next, these are the trial rewards. Now, these look to be like the league events and the global events. So we'll have this one for June, bat, followed by a tiger, swan. Was that a moth? And then like a toy, a nice little toy horsey. And then for the global events for this season, we will have Shade Exposed, Guardians, Polarity Switch, Golden Bullet, Hollywood, and Reanimated. And I believe that is it. All right, cool. So we're going to get to the patch notes now. Finally. Patch notes time. Now, this is for everything that comes out tomorrow. This is for everything that comes out tomorrow. Now, we will be going over the new Manhunt system, the new Rogue calendar, the new one in-game, the new gear, weapons, and talents, the new apparel event, and the new season pass. First up, we have the new Manhunt. You can see here's Keener in Washington, D.C. And it says that Year 5, Season 3 ended with a shocking revelation that the rogue agent number 1 and sworn nemesis of the division, Aaron Keener, is alive. In her hunt for truth, Agent Kelso located him and decided to join forces. Now, the line between light and dark, we already read that part. Nice. All right, cool. And then we have the calendar. Yep, we already talked about how these are going to be trials. And then that will lead up to Keener. We will have that apparel event June 25th. And starting tomorrow, everyone can level up to level 40 in Washington, D.C. Now, this is about the one in-game we already talked about. Everyone will be level 40. There will also be a world tier removal. World tiers will now be removed from the game. World tiers and gear score mentions will be removed from the game. Keener's Watch will now be added to all players that hit level 40, and that will not require Warlords of New York. The targeted loot system is now available at level 40. Raids are now available at level 40. Control points will be available after completing the Tidal Basin mission. It says seasonal functions or seasonal features such as global events, leagues, and manhunts will be available at level 40. It says that the legacy manhunts will be also playable, but recommended. Let's see here, but we recommend playing them in correct order after completing Warlords of New York for maximum enjoyment. Global difficulty is now available at level 40, specializations level 30. Gear score will now be removed from the game, and exotic reconfiguration will now be taken out of the game as well. Damn. Item quality has been rescaled and distributed along one uniform scale from level 1 to 40 instead of it resetting at level 30. Item and enemy power has been redistributed to include the world tier power, which has been incorporated into levels 26 to 30. Players can now fast travel back to DC from New York as soon as the New York intro has been completed. Crafting benches for world tiers, those upgrades will now be removed. And they adjusted the story invasions flow. The gear score requirements are now being removed, and completing invaded missions will now no longer be a requirement for the strongholds. Nice. That's crazy. Accommodations. With the removal of world tiers, the hardcore gear accommodation will no longer be relevant and thus be removed from the game. Players who have already obtained this arm patch will retain it, but new players will now not be able to complete it. So that's the hardcore 500 patch. So if you have it already, you'll be able to keep it, but they are removing it from the game for all new players. To compensate for the removal, they are adding 5 new accommodations to Descent. To Descent. Yeesh. It says the new Descent accommodations will be Descent Loop 6, reach Loop 6 3 times. The next one is called Descent Basic. These all come out tomorrow. Beat the Nemesis in the Descent without equipping any exotics. Descent 50, complete 50 loops in Descent. Descent High Roller, re-roll 15 talents. And Perfect Descent, defeat the Nemesis with a full squad without anybody going down. New gear, weapons, and talents. Get ready to gear up and arm yourself with new weapons and gear in Year 6, Season 1. These features will include 2 new named weapons, a bunch of new talents, plus a new gear set and a new brand set. Exotic-wise, you will get a new exotic gear piece and 1 new exotic weapon. And here is the new exotic weapon. This is the brand new exotic shotgun called the Overlord. So here it is, the Overlord exotic shotgun. The talent, Capitulate. Hitting an enemy will apply a stack of -4 movement speed for each pellet for 5 seconds. Shooting an enemy again will reapply that stack. And that is the exotic shotgun called the Overlord. Next, we have the new exotic knee pads you can see right here. These are the new exotic knee pads called the Acosta's knee pads. Now it has the talent escape plan, and it says vaulting, climbing, or dropping from top of an object will give you +10 movement speed for 3 seconds. After not moving for 5 seconds, receive 20% movement speed for 5 seconds. Interesting. Next one, it says when affected by a status effect, 10 plus movement speed is granted for 5 seconds. Max movement speed bonus is 20%, and the bonuses do not stack from other sources. So you cannot use this with the Lady Death. And it says -50% movement penalty for status effects. So you'll be able to move quicker if you're on fire or, I don't know, shock or something. Nice. Okay. I'm really not going to use them, but it's a new addition to the game. New gear. So first up, we have the new gear set, and this is called Breaking Point. Now, the 2-piece for Breaking Point will give us 25% rifle damage and 25% marksman rifle damage. The 3-piece will give us 30% headshot and weapon handling of 15%. And then the 4-piece will give us the new talent called On Point. So hitting a shot using a marksman rifle or a rifle will grant you a stack. Reloading will grant you weapon handling and weapon damage per stack. No stacks are acquired while the bonuses are active. The timer running out will refill your magazine. Switching while the bonuses is active will refill your magazine and deactivate the bonus. It says using that with the chest piece, it will increase the timer of the bonus for 15 seconds. And it says using the backpack, it will increase the stack of weapon damage to 6%. Nice. Okay. So basically, you hit an enemy, hit an enemy, hit an enemy, wait, reload whenever you want to use the bonus, and then go ham because you're going to have weapon handling and weapon damage. Nice. Now we have a new brand set. Let's just call it the new Z or the new Z brand set. Now for the one piece, we get magazine size of 15%. That's pretty big. Not bad. For the two piece, it gives us 20% rifle damage. And for the three piece, that gives us 30% weapon handling. For the new named chest is called the Bobber, and that is with Perfect Entrench. Now, Perfect Entrench, that means whenever you are in cover, if you are below 30% of your armor, headshots from cover will repair 30% of your armor. And that cooldown is every 2 seconds. And then finally, we have the new named gloves called the Eagle's Grasp. And this will give you weapon handling of 15% on the gloves. Okay. Now we have new named weapons and talents. We have a new named Spaz 12 called the Thorn. And this one will give you Perfect Brazen. And Perfect Brazen is you receive 3% amplified damage on the next shot with the weapon for each pellet that you hit on the target, if at least 4 pellets hit the target. So basically you shoot them with the shotgun, and if you hit them with enough pellets, your next shot will have all of that amplified damage. And then if you keep shooting the weapon, you can keep proccing this, and you'll still have the amplified time and time again. So that is on a named Spaz 12, and the other variant is going to be a named Super 90 called Like Glue, with the exact same Perfect Brazen, 3% amp damage for each pellet. At least 4 pellets have to hit. And then the normal variant will just be called Brazen, and that will be available on normal shotguns. And it is receive 3% amp damage. However, you have to hit at least 6 of your pellets. Okay. Balancing. They are balancing the Diamondback Exotic Rifle. They have increased the damage, base damage, from 329k to 342k. They have increased the magazine size from 5 to 8. And they have changed the talent Agonizing Bite to mark an enemy within 20 meters. If no other enemies are within 20 meters, it will mark the closest enemy towards you. Not bad. Moving on, we have the apparel event. When the event is active, you can earn apparel keys in the game by leveling up your watch and unlocking the different items through apparel caches. And these will be the 3 new outfits for that new apparel event. And this looks to be like a leather, like studded jacket. Pretty cool. Not bad. And it says it will be called Crossroads, will be the name of the apparel event. In Season 1, First Rogue, we are launching an apparel event called Crossroads. This apparel event will include items that allow players to wear the attire of their favorite characters from the Operation Crossroads trilogy. Nice. Apparel event keys for the apparel caches can be earned. 1 free key will be granted to all players. Shade leveling, you'll get 1 key for every 4 shade levels, or you can directly purchase them with premium credits. However, if you are a season pass owner, you will get an additional 3 keys. And that is for the Operation Crossroads. Pretty cool. And then if you click on this link, there we go. It brings up the books. There you go. The 3 books. That's pretty dope. Pretty cool. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, let's see. Where were we? think... Oh, I have to hit back on this one, I bet. No? Uh-oh. Rut-row. There we go. Oh, we're near the end. Oh, crap. Okay. So season pass. It says this optional season pass is 1,000 premium credits. It is roughly $10 US or the equivalent to whatever region you are in. And it says you can purchase that through the in-game store. For the first time ever, Year 6 Season 1 First Rogue is available to all Division players. You do not have to have Warlords of New York. Now, it looks like this will be the new outfit you'll get for the season if you purchase that. So it says, in addition, players with the Season Pass will gain access to 10 weapon skins, 10 gear dyes, 2 vanity outfits, and 1 mask. All right, so that's going to be one of the outfits right there. They're all going to be Rogue inspired. It says you can also track some of the top-level investigations being conducted by the team over at the Known Issues board. And last but not least, to all agents, stay fresh under the scorching sun in Washington, D.C. We will be hosting a summer event this August. More to come. And that is it for the first Rogue Year 6 Season 1 patch notes. Now I'm going to end you with the Year 6 teaser that they have for everything to come after this. But I wanted to give you the first look at the new season that starts tomorrow. And this was all of the patch notes and everything to expect for tomorrow. Now, without further ado, I'm going to leave you with the new video for Year 6 and beyond. And then I'll see you in the next video while we discuss those details. But let me know what you think in the comment section below. I am Kamikaze Von Doom. I will see you bright and early tomorrow where we take on Keener in Washington, D.C. with Year 6 Season 1. I will be going live, so make sure you subscribe and ring that notification bell. That way you get notified the second I go live. But all right, everyone, take care of yourself. Enjoy the rest of your day. I am Kamikaze Von Doom, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.
As we're wrapping up Year 5, we want to thank you for your continuous support. During this year, we brought you Project Resolve, a revamp of Project Rewards, a significant boost to global events for playability, various PvP improvements, a major gear balancing pass, as well as almost 2,000 bug fixes.
These major changes laid the foundation for exciting updates coming with Year 6 and even more thrilling developments ahead. We are just getting started.
Year 6 is a year of transformation as we prepare the game for even more content.
In Year 6, the Division 2 will feature 3 seasons. Each of them will bring fundamental changes to the endgame and our seasonal model, enhancing the game's accessibility and engagement to new heights.
The first season, titled First Rogue, is set to begin on June 11th.
Keener is alive.
Come find me.
Keener is alive and has come to Washington, D.C. to meet with us. However, as is always the case with Keener, the road to finding him is paved with dangers, and his true intentions remain unclear.
What do you believe, Agent?
First important change that we're bringing in Year 6 is one endgame for all agents. All owners of Tom Clancy's The Division 2 can now level up their characters to level 40 without needing to own Warlords of New York and enjoy the seasonal experience.
That means that all Division 2 players can continue leveling up in Washington, D.C., and once they reach level 40, they will gain access to all past and future endgame content, including exclusive weapons and gear, seasonal manhunt and events, endgame modes like the Summit, Countdown, and Paradise Lost Incursion.
We need the Division.
To expedite players' access to the endgame, we're introducing a new progression system to offer you more ways to advance and customize your gameplay experience. Seasons 2.0.
With Seasons 2.0, we'll bring a fresh twist to the experience, seasonal characters. By creating a season-specific character, you'll be able to experiment with new builds, modifiers, and mechanics affecting both agents and enemies, getting a unique experience every season.
We streamlined the progression to ensure a rewarding journey both for new players and veterans, without requiring extensive playtime to reach level 40.
Expect weekly updates filled with fresh activities, improved progression, and rebalanced XP gain, all within an immersive narrative that unfolds through Year 6. At the end of each season, all your hard-earned XP and rewards will merge with your main characters, and your seasonal characters will be added to your existing roster, expanding your options and strategies.
Year 6 also transforms the manhunts as we know them, bringing a new gameplay experience.
Say goodbye to targets and lieutenants as we introduce weekly scouts, allowing for a better paced story progression.
Each scout will be a project consisting of a few engagement activities for you to complete.
Scouts will be available to seasonal characters only and built to complement your overall progression in the season.
That's not all. Prepare for a new difficulty level available for climax missions only. Master.
Master difficulty will offer an epic conclusion to each season, providing challenging and thrilling gameplay experiences designed for 4 players. Later in the year, we're excited to bring you an improved player customization experience. Look forward to improvements and new functionalities that will let you celebrate your characters and achievements in more dynamic and personalized ways.
Year 6 will culminate in the new story DLC, which will return players to the place where it all began, Brooklyn, New York.
Join the Division in the upcoming season and watch the story unfold. We can't wait for you to see what's next.